Check 1, 2. Okay, here we go. Oh, you guys played. Oh, you were on the Citadel stage today. Okay.
Citadel.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm not doing it.
I'm going to do it to look cool, dude. I'm going to keep it professional for them.
Yeah, this is way better for me. So.
All right, it is day number 4, Sonic Temple Art and Music Fest, and with us we have Moon Fever.
That's right.
What's up?
I got a fever, baby.
You guys were actually just in town. You just played Columbus, right?
No, we missed it because our van broke down.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
going to go to the basement to see you play. I'm so glad I didn't head over and save myself for you guys today.
I've played the upstairs with Dave a million times, but never played the downstairs, and once again, didn't play it.
Oh, my God. Well, you know, St. Antonia's bus broke down yesterday, so they had to miss also, and they moved everybody up a little bit.
Also, shout out to Leo, San Antonia's light tech. That's our boy. So, what's up, dude?
Leo! Hey, Leo!
All right, so I have to tell a quick story. First of all, tell your names, who everybody is, so
This
the
is
viewers.
Mitch from Moon Fever.
This is Tristan motherfucking Brocked.
This is Troy from Moon Fever.
This is Dave. Are you supposed to be swearing?
You can swear, it's okay.
Yeah,
we
fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right,
Girl,
fuck
fuck
this
yeah,
shit.
dude.
I'm out of here.
Parental guidance on this one. Okay, so I have to tell a quick story about you guys. So a couple years ago, I went out to Vegas, and I was at this thing for radio and record geeky people, and I saw you play at a bar, and it was sort of more acoustic-y, but not all plugged in, and I'm like,
Was this
man,
Atomic?
Hustler?
Larry Flynn's?
This Larry Flint.
Larry Flynn's,
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my girlfriend was not happy I was playing there, dude.
Yeah, mine doesn't even know. So.
My girl
Well,
still
she
doesn't
knows
know.
now.
Hey, babe.
Yeah, Larry Flint's.
Love you, babe.
And I'm with my hubby, and we're like, man, these guys are really good. And then later, we had a big show, a concert. You guys were plugged in. It was Godsmack, you guys, all that stuff. And
Dollar
I'm
Loan Center, yeah.
I'm sitting there, and I'm like listening to you sing, and I'm looking at you, and I go, man, who's he sound like? And I go, there was this band called Second Coming, and he sounds just like that guy, and he looks like him too. And I look over, and I think your manager or rep or somebody, some girl was sitting there, and I go, yeah, da-da-da. And she goes, yeah, his dad was in some band. I go, Second Coming? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, holy shit. So I
love you, Dad.
So
Me
glad
too.
to finally have you guys sitting here to catch up and see what's going on. So
Thank you. It's a pleasure for us to sit here with you as well. We feel
well,
very special.
thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, we love the Blitz.
Oh, thank you.
Although we lost all those pairings and mashups that you put us up against.
Yeah, I don't get that stuff. I don't.
sure did.
How does somebody go a whole month? I mean, whatever. But
We tried. We tried.
you got to get your soldiers on that shit.
How do they
So-
do it?
All
So
6
for-
of them.
For people that are not totally familiar with Moon Fever, talk a little. Actually, you guys were in town. You played Summit or something, I think, not long ago. Maybe like 4 months ago. Was it like Summit here in Columbus too? And I didn't get to go to that show either. Anyway.
No, we played in we played in Cincinnati and Cleveland recently, but with Steel Panther. But I don't think we made it through Columbus.
But didn't make it. Okay.
We've been all over the place, so your guess is as good as ours.
We were in Ohio.
Well, I'm drunk most of the time, so you know.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, Ronnie. Let's go.
Same.
True story.
Not anymore.
So for people that aren't totally familiar with Moon Fever, give us a little background on the band. Like, where did you kind of come together? Where did you decide to create this Moon Fever?
Well, just, touring around, and I ended up doing a show in Seattle. Completely fell in love with the city, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna move here and figure it out. Moved to Seattle. Our manager put me in touch with these fine young gentlemen here. These strapping young gentlemen named David, Gracious, and Troy.
Minimum
wagemen. And, I had like a couple of new songs written, and I was like, we started jamming, and I was like, wow, these guys are great. Our manager actually never hit them up, and they assumed that I just hated them.
I thought I got cut.
And loved them. And then eventually, it's like, oh, hey, like Dave and Troy, like, they really dig the project. And I was like, oh, yeah, they're great. And then we were looking for a singer. Tristan came in first, literally 5 seconds of the audition. I'm like, well, this is the guy.
Did you know his dad was a singer for Second Coming?
I actually did not. And
Still don't know.
Still didn't know that.
I knew.
Well, wait, for the band? Second Coming?
Yeah.
Your dad? No.
I know, dude.
Is this Travis? You're talking
Trayvon
Travis?
Broch?
I'll sign your tits later.
Wow. Okay. Well, hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, we just kind of got started. Did a couple of local shows, and then the big show with Godsmack, and now we're here. and still alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was like the quickest story of how we came together too. So if you guys can connect the dots on your own, feel free to do some research, look into us, maybe follow us. Who knows?
So
Yeah,
go ahead. Keep talking. I'm interrupting.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
it
matter.
totally matters.
What's fun? Well, I'm the senior in this band, and when I was Tristan's age, I would go see his dad's band, like way before.
Throw tomatoes.
I was
at 'em.
born,
I
probably.
don't, I don't even think you were born yet. But yeah, that's my second coming story.
See,
They weren't good then, and they're not good now. They're great.
Dude, my
Travis
dad-
is great.
Bro.
He's so good. He's such a good dude.
Dude, my dad's kicking your ass when we get back home.
You're getting spanks, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, I
thanks.
can't wait.
your dad is a badass because he would wear leather jackets and shit on stage, and even your clothing and stuff. I go, and your hair, and I'm like, that is his kid.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I consciously, I knew what I was doing. I stole this hairstyle
It's
from
a
him.
it's a good.
It's the
thing.
rooster, man. He that's what he called it. His pompadour. He had a name for it. He called it the
Yeah.
rooster. And when I was growing up, that was like, I was like, dude, my dad was my idol. So yeah, dude,
You're-
it's the old ode to the old man.
But
You
your
should-
voice is awesome.
Thank
It
you
is
so much.
awesome,
I really
and
do
that is
appreciate
all
that.
you.
Thank you very
He
much.
might have given you the genes, but you are honing it. It sounds great.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. So when you guys write your music, talk kind of how your process goes, because there's always some kind of way that things happen with writing songs. Sometimes it's like I'm in the shower, I'm on the toilet, and then you're like, "Oh, guys, I got an idea," or you put something in your phone.
Turlet songs.
We usually burl it in the toilet. Is what we do.
Dave's got a killer tune that he wrote on the toilet. Actually.
I don't think you guys want to hear that one.
It's coming together, man.
No, I mean honestly, the most of the writing is. I'm gonna straight up say it. Dave and Mitch are like the two conductors
Yeah.
of music in this band. Obviously, Troy comes in and throws them pigskin. The way that he does his pigskin.
It's pretty collective, though. I mean, we'll flesh those stuff out in the room, and
yeah.
everyone contributes their parts. There's not a lot of ego in this band. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we just want good products, good songs, and stuff that we really like.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's just easy too. I mean, it's not rock. Like Mitch will be like, "Hey, I got this riff idea,"
and then it just-
and he sends it in from an audio message, and then, boom, a new song's starting to be built.
And how good does that feel when you go, we're on to something, and you feel that
Good.
creation start, the vibe of
Good.
it?
Good. Harumph.
Real good.
Harumph.
Harumph. Good. Very good.
Yes.
Harumph.
Yeah, it's
So-
great. We gel really well. We write really well together. It's a pretty natural process. We don't ever fight it, and
Just go with
it's
it.
easy and it's
Go with the
fun.
flow, baby.
Yeah.
And more importantly, it's fun.
I mean, and if I'm being fully transparent here,
Yes, sure.
we weren't a band that was like, it's not like we were all friends in high school and ended up being in a band. We were thrown together a little unorthodox way. But with that being said, like, when you're a band that's just thrown together by a manager and we're all good musicians in our own respect, and they're like, let's see if this works out. I mean, when you're in a band, you don't have to be friends. You see bands go on tour and share different buses and shit just because they're trying to make it work. But
Yeah.
that's where I think we really got lucky, is that like we all got in the room and we're like, oh, you're cool, we're funny.
Let's
Oh,
grab
this
a
is gonna
beer
be
after.
fun. Yeah, let's have a
Yeah.
beer after. So we turned into being best fucking friends.
Let's not rule out the separate tour buses, though. Hypothetically, you know what I mean? Like, let's not rule that out. But
It's like, I'm pretty
yeah.
busy the rest of the day. I've got other stuff going on. I have
Yeah,
other interviews.
I tour in a Geo Metro.
Yeah.
Speaking of Geo Metros, did you know that Andy Biersack from Blackville Brides used to drive a Geo Metro?
That's awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah,
Also,
me
he
too.
is so nice.
He is.
Have you ever met
Yes.
him? He's one
And
of the
he's-
nicest dudes I've
He's
ever
the
met.
people's rock star,
Beautiful.
man.
Yeah. And he's
I'm
gorgeous.
honestly,
So
I'm
pretty.
dude. I'm
Very kissable.
I'm
yeah.
pissed how good looking he is. I didn't know that humans were still being made to look like that, but I guess they are.
They're not.
I know.
They're not.
They're
Oh
not.
my
Yeah.
God! Have you seen the Bleeder video that they did?
Not
The
yet.
old
not
Todd
yet.
Sweeney kind of vibe. It's really cool. Check it out. By
I
the
believe
way,
it.
thank you for lighting our candles, because now we got it really going
Yeah,
on.
they're really,
See that shit?
really cooking.
The vibes, baby.
When you guys get your songs done and you start, it's time to give it to people and share it with the world. Is it relief? Is it scary?
When they
is
like it,
it
it's relief.
satisfaction? Like, is it a little bit nerve-wracking to
I
think,
mean-
God, somebody's going to trash this, or I feel
You know,
good about
I think
it?
it depends. It's always cool to get it out there, And then Forever Sleep right now, it's charting. It's
Yeah.
kind of like,
This way up.
30-ish,
Yeah,
and it's just
somewhere.
kind of bouncing up and down.
Right.
And that's cool to see, but I mean, it's stressful because like everyone is crushing right now, and everyone that's releasing music right now is just skyrocketing. So it's cool to see, and even just like that little microscopic like 40, 39, 37.
win.
It's
Yeah.
a win
It's
for
a
us.
win, dude.
Well, let's we can talk music all day. Let's get into some other shit.
Oh, I like this.
So-
I like this.
All right.
Let's talk about some personal stuff. Okay, so in your mind, if there was a album that had been produced, you can't name your dad's records though.
Oh, fuck him. I'm not doing that.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
If there's an album that has been made in the history of music that you could instantly jump back in time and be a part of, whether you just give some instruction
Vulgar display
on-
of power.
Ah, Pantera.
Don't even need to finish the rest of that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Vulgar display of power.
I didn't hear the
100%.
question because I was zoning out. What?
If there was an album that has been made in the history of time of music and you wanted to go back instantly to be a part of the creation of it, be on it, maybe give some advice to make something fixed on it, which one would it be?
Yeah, Drew, you got
It would be Exile on Main Street by the Rolling Stones because I like to be in a mansion on an island of France, recording in a basement.
I would have liked
Yeah.
to get on those early Hillary Duff tracks.
Let the rain fall down.
Let the rain fall down.
Maybe Slipknot Subliminal Verses Volume 3. Yeah.
Volume
The
3,
first
yeah.
albums were amazing, but that one was the one that just
With
swept me off my
Joey?
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know a funny story about him? I met him in Tacoma with some friends of mine years and years ago, and we're hanging out at this little bar called Magoo's. And me and him we're just drinking nonstop.
Oh, I like
And we're
it.
getting super drunk. I went home, and then a couple of days later, my friend was like, that's Joey from Slipknot. And I had no idea. None.
God.
The whole time. He never brought it up. Never said he played drums. It was
Probably
crazy.
a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
what I mean?
And it was just like a really good hang. And I never saw him again. Never talked to him.
Rest in peace,
I think that's
man.
the
Rest
biggest
in
thing
peace.
that's crazy is when we're a baby, man. You know what I mean? So we're coming into this scene with a bunch of bands that have been established for years, right? And I think that's the coolest thing is that when you meet somebody that you grew up watching or whatever from afar, and you meet them and they're
okay.
just like a normal person.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much that means.
Yeah,
Matthew Pinfield. I've been watching him since I fucking grown up.
That was crazy.
He's been a part of my childhood, and here I am having a casual conversation with him like we just met in the gas station. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
mind blowing.
He's like, your band is good. And you're like, what?
What?
Whoa,
You said
dude.
what?
Shit, dude.
Did you hear us though?
Tristan, what would your album be that you would go back in time on if you could and be a part of it?
I know, like, the tough guy side of me was Vulgar Display, but if I'm being true to my roots, the Doors have always been the pinnacle to me. You know what I mean? That's Jim Morrison is my absolute idol. So,
Okay. Is he being
Morrison
funny right now?
Hotel or L.A. Woman or anything.
Are you being
dude.
funny right now?
I
He's
swear to
being
God.
honest. He's being honest.
Because I'm about to fucking get up and do an Indian dance right now.
Dude,
just letting you know.
I'm fucking. Dude, I've been talking to these boys. I'm like, we got to get out into the Mojave Desert and take some fucking peyote buttons like Jim and the boys did and get that shit going. You know
Just
what I mean?
did.
It's still up for it, right?
Say left, Sam. Yeah.
All
Say
right.
less.
So I don't know how you three keep him contained on stage because I've watched you unplug mics and run and boo and bang around, and I love it. I've watched you knock drum kits over, and it is the
Yeah, you
coolest thing
fucker.
ever. What happened to your
fucking
knee?
dick.
Oh, I
tell
got into a pretty bad motorcycle accident right before this run with Goodbye June.
Gabe
and all
keeps
these
blaming
festival
his
dates.
bike for it.
It could have been rider error. I just don't know.
We do.
The
We'll find
training
out.
wheels fell off. I don't know what the fuck happened.
We'll see what Geico says. Shout out Geico. If you ride a motorcycle, get Geico insurance for your
15%
motorcycle.
or more.
Well, the hole is strategic, so I like that.
Well, I was not wearing these jeans. They had to cut the jeans off my body because this was pretty
Ooh.
gnarly.
If
Yeah,
we're being
that's
serious, dude, it's actually been fucking gross touring with Dave because it looks great now, but in the beginning of the tour, it was
Oh,
fresh.
there's blood all over the van.
Dude.
Every hotel we stayed at, blood in the
Just
sheets.
leaking.
He got blood on my bed.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I got blood all over Troy's cheeks and mouth.
What time of the month
I
is
like
it?
that.
Jesus God.
It's time. I was so close to not being able to go on this tour.
That was close.
The first 2 weeks I was in a sling because I hurt my shoulder so badly.
Wow, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm
We're
glad your
not.
face was saved.
Well, I was wearing
wasn't.
good gear,
That's
which
all-
is funny because Tristan's like, "Oh, you wear a full face helmet? That's so
Yeah.
stupid."
It looks
I'm like,
dumb.
no, it's not. Because when you look at my helmet, the bottom half around my jaw was all chewed up
Yeah.
because I barrel rolled.
And here's the thing. I ride, and here's the thing. It's not about you knowing you're safe. It's about every dumb knucklehead that's not looking.
Yeah, it was 100% the motorcycle's fault.
Oh, okay, we're gonna go back to that. All right, I think we have another interview coming in. I would talk to you guys all freaking day long and do shots and shit.
We love you.
Yeah,
Ron.
So
you're great.
you guys,
We love the
thank you.
Blitz.
I love you guys.
I'm
too,
gonna
Monica.
go on a limb and say that this has been one of my favorite
Yeah.
interviews that we've done.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Thank you guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Hurrah.
that.
Also, real quick, who got engaged at your booth earlier?
Oh yeah, I don't know. It was a listener. It was a listener. So a listener had emailed Monica, and Monica sent it off to me and the morning team. And the morning team reached out and did they made some little powwow about it. They just did it at our boombox right out front. And
neat.
I was like, oh, it's happening. And then I went, Moon Fever.
Well, congratulations
Yes,
to
wherever
the,
you are,
the lucky
congrats.
couple, man. Congrats.
Yes, congrats.
Please follow Moon Fever. There is so much more to come from this band, and it is a true pleasure to meet you guys finally and
Thank
tell
you,
you how
Ronnie.
great
Thank
I
you,
think your
Ronnie.
music
Thank you,
is.
Pleasure.
thank you,
Pleasure's
thank you.
all ours
Thanks
for
for
real.
We
having
love the
Stay-
Blitz.